فيك الحب زاد عم العيب.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about something very special for more than 1.8 billion people around the world, Ramadan. You may have heard about Ramadan before. Maybe you know that Muslims don't eat or drink during the day. But have you ever wondered, what exactly is Ramadan? Why do Muslims fast? Is it just about not eating? And what does this month really mean spiritually? In this video, I will explain everything in a simple and clear way, whether you're a Muslim, non-Muslim, or just curious. And now, let's begin. What is Ramadan? Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. The Islamic calendar is based on the moon, not the sun. That means Ramadan moves every year, about 10 to 11 days earlier than the previous year. Ramadan is considered the holiest month in Islam because it is the month in which the Quran, the holy book of Muslims, was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So Ramadan is not just about fasting. It is a month of spiritual reflection, self-discipline, worship, charity, and reconnecting with God. For Muslims, it's a time to slow down, think deeply, and reset spiritually. What does fasting mean? During Ramadan, Muslims fast every day from dawn to sunset. This means no food, no drinks, not even water, no smoking, and avoiding negative behavior like arguing, gossiping, or lying. The fast begins at dawn with a pre-dawn meal called suhoor. Then Muslims do not eat or drink until sunset, when they break their fast with a meal called iftar. Iftar often starts with dates and water, following the tradition of Prophet Muhammad. But fasting in Ramadan is not just physical. It is also emotional and spiritual. Muslims try to control their anger, avoid bad habits, increase kindness, be more patient, and strengthen their relationship with God. So it's not just about being hungry. It's about training the soul. Why do Muslims fast? This is the most important question. Why? Fasting in Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, the 5 main acts of worship that define a Muslim's faith. Muslims fast because God commanded it in the Quran. But beyond that, there are deep wisdoms behind fasting. To develop self-control, when you can avoid food and water for many hours, even though no one is watching, you develop discipline and inner strength. You learn that you are stronger than your desires. To increase gratitude, when you feel hunger and thirst, even for one day, you understand how blessed you are. You appreciate water, food, comfort, things we usually take for granted. To feel empathy for the poor. Millions of people around the world experience hunger daily, not by choice. Ramadan helps Muslims feel compassion and pushes them to give charity. To focus on spiritual growth. Daily life is busy. Work, school, social media, everything distracts us. Ramadan forces Muslims to slow down and focus on prayer, reflection, and personal growth. What happens during Ramadan? Ramadan is not only about fasting. Muslims also pray more, read the Quran more often, go to the mosque at night for special prayers called Taraweeh, give charity. One of the most special nights in Ramadan is called Laylat al-Qadr, the night of decree. Muslims believe this night is better than 1,000 months. It is believed to be the night when the Quran was first revealed. Many Muslims spend this night praying deeply and asking for forgiveness. Who has to fast? Not every Muslim is required to fast. Islam is practical and merciful. People who are exempt include children, elderly people, sick individuals, pregnant or breastfeeding women, travelers, If someone is sick or traveling, they can make up the missed days later. If someone is permanently unable to fast, they can feed a poor person instead. How does Ramadan end? Ramadan ends with a big celebration called Eid al-Fitr. On this day, Muslims gather for a special prayer. Families visit each other. Children receive gifts. People wear new clothes. And everyone celebrates together. But before Eid prayer, Muslims give a special charity called Zakat al-Fitr to help the poor celebrate too. Eid is a day of joy, but also gratitude. Ramadan is more than just fasting. It is about spiritual growth, discipline, gratitude, compassion, community, and reconnecting with God. For many Muslims, Ramadan is the most beautiful time of the year. Yes, it can be physically challenging, but spiritually, it is deeply rewarding. Even if you are not Muslim, the values of Ramadan, self-control, gratitude, generosity, are universal values that everyone can appreciate. As we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with something deeper than just information. Ramadan is not simply about staying hungry or thirsty. It is not just about tradition, and it is not just a cultural practice. Ramadan is a journey. It is a journey of self-control in a world full of distractions. A journey of gratitude in a world that constantly wants more. A journey of compassion in a world that often forgets the suffering of others. For 30 days, Muslims around the world wake up before sunrise, pause their daily routines, and consciously choose discipline over desire. Not because someone is forcing them, but because they believe in something greater than themselves. And that is powerful. Ramadan teaches that real strength is not physical strength. It is the ability to control your impulses. It teaches that true wealth is not money, but gratitude. And it reminds us that the human heart needs spiritual nourishment, just as much as the body needs food. Even for those who are not Muslim, the message of Ramadan is universal. Imagine if, for 1 month, we all practiced more patience, more generosity, more reflection, more kindness. How different would the world look? Ramadan is a reminder that change is possible, that habits can be rebuilt, that hearts can soften, and that we can reconnect with God, with family, and with our true selves. At the end of Ramadan, Muslims celebrate Eid, not because the fasting is over, but because they have completed something meaningful, something transformative. And perhaps that is the most important lesson of all. Growth requires effort. Transformation requires discipline. And spiritual elevation requires intention. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Ramadan today. Whether you are observing it or simply learning about it, I hope this video gave you a deeper understanding, an appreciation of this beautiful month. And this is just the beginning. In the next videos, we're going to explore Ramadan in much more depth. We won't just talk about what it is. We'll explore how it shapes lives, communities, and hearts around the world. Here's what's coming next in this series. In the next episode, we'll talk about why do Muslims fast? The real purpose behind fasting. Then we'll explore the 5 pillars of Islam and where Ramadan fits in. After that, we'll walk through what happens during a Ramadan day, a full routine from suhoor to tarawih. We'll also cover suhoor and iftar, traditions around the world, Laylat al-Qadr, the most powerful night in Islam, the science behind fasting, health benefits explained, common misconceptions about Ramadan, Ramadan for non-Muslims, what you should know, charity in Ramadan, why giving is so important, what breaks the fast, a simple explanation, Ramadan in different countries, and finally, Eid al-Fitr, how Muslims celebrate. So if you want to truly understand Ramadan, not just from the outside, but from the inside. Make sure you subscribe and follow this journey with us. Because this series is not just about information, it's about understanding. And understanding brings people closer together. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Ramadan today. Whether you are observing it or simply learning about it, I hope this video gave you a deeper understanding and appreciation of this beautiful month. If you found this meaningful, feel free to share it with someone who might benefit from it. And until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep learning.
رمضان يا شهر القرآن فيك أذوق حلاوة